Okay, good morning class. So at this point we're busy with indices or exponents. We have written a class test 1 and 2 at this point. We will be going through in the first part of this lesson through both class tests. Okay. So we're looking at class test 1 term 2. Go to that test that you guys should have answered at the back of your maths book. Alright, the test was out of 20 marks. That's how you would have bagged 20. I know I marked it out of 90 because of question 4.1. It should have read x is equal to 2. Okay, but there stood x minus 2. Thanks, boss. Alright, so let's do this. So given the expression reads x4 minus x to the exponent 4 minus 2x plus 3x to the exponent 3 minus 1 minus 4x all squared. The question says write down the constant term in the expression. Now a constant term is a term that does not contain a variable. It's a term that stays the same. Okay, so it's constant, it doesn't change. So the constant term here, of course, is going to be, let's sort this out. So the constant term in this expression, of course, is going to be negative 1. Okay. Let me say, what is the index? The index is the exponent. What is the index of the term with the largest coefficient? So, what is the coefficient of this first term? 1. What's the coefficient of this? Negative 2. 3. Negative 4. Okay? So, the question is, so which term has the largest coefficient? 3x to the power 3. That term has the largest coefficient. Not so. But what's the question? What is the index? So what is the index here? 3. So the answer should have been 3. So if you write 3x cubed, you're going to get it wrong because you haven't answered the question. The question is not what write down the term that has the highest coefficient. Write down the term that has the largest coefficient. That wasn't the question. The question was, what is the index, or what is the exponent of the term with the largest coefficient? Makes sense? The next question is, what is the degree of the expression? Now, most of you, nobody got it right. I think 1 or 2 got it right. The degree, make a note of that. The degree is the highest exponent or the highest index in the expression. The highest exponent in the expression. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Well done to you. Well done. Okay. Glad you're working at home, no? Extra work. So what's the degree of the expression? So it is the highest exponent. So if you look at this expression here, the exponent here is 4, 1, 3, 2. So what's the highest exponent here? So it's going to be the 4th degree. It's a 4th degree. Then it says, what is the value of the third term? So you got the third term. Now this question I haven't, what's the name you guys? I haven't marked it on you guys. The value of the third term, if x is equal to, the question should have read x is equal to 2. The initial question was x is equal to minus 2. No? But you guys didn't do negative numbers. So what I did was I was supposed to have taken out the negative. But I took out the equal sign by mistake. Okay, so if you look at the third term, is 1, 2, 3. That's the third term. You all agree with that? Yes. So this is how you should have answered it. You should have said 2 times 2 squared. 2 cubed, sorry. 2 cubed of course is 8. 3 times 8 is 24. But I haven't penalized you here. That's why you'll see the test was out of 9. How many terms does the given expression have? People, what separates terms? Plus and minus signs. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. So 5 terms. Then the question is, write the expression above in descending powers of x. People, what is descending order? Biggest to smallest. Ascending? Smallest to biggest. Powers of x. So descending powers of x, so the highest power of x here is what? 4. So the highest power of x is 4. Can you see that, people? So I write that down first. So it's x4. What is then the second biggest? X cubed. Can you see this? I don't put semicolons. And then write plus 3x cubed. What is the next one? The square. Not so. So it's negative 4x squared. Minus 2x. Minus 4. That's descending order. You understand, people? Descending powers of x. So it's to do with the exponents. Okay? Any confusion there, people? No. Alright? Let's carry on with our lives. The first one is a plus a plus a. That will simply be 3a. You all agree with that? The next one is b times b times b times b times b. B to the exponent 4. Remember, when you're adding and subtracting, the variables stay the same. When you're multiplying, the places are the same way. Add the exponents. The next one, you see as 3 times 3 squared times 3 times 3 cubed. You should have noted that the bases are all the same. When you're multiplying and bases are the same way, add the exponents. So it's 2, 1. So it's 1 plus 2 is going to be 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So it's 3 plus 6. I didn't expect you to work that out. I see some of you got the answer of 729, but no mark is allocated for that. Do this out of it. Okay. The next one. So here we're going to look for like terms. Not so? So you got 13c squared d minus 2d c squared plus 3c d squared. You see here we've got c squared d, dc squared. So those are like terms. Not so? So what is 13c squared d minus 2 dc squared? It must be 11c squared d plus c 3c d squared. Now 11c, now c squared d is not like to 3c d squared. Can you see that, people? The variables are different. In the first case, the square is on the c, and the second case, the square is on the d. So they are unlike terms. So you leave them like that. Okay. Remember, I also indicated you to before that xy is equal to yx. No? And I explained to you already why that is the case. 2.5. We must first simplify before we can add or subtract. Not so? So we need to say e times e is e squared. 5 times e, 5e plus 3e squared. Again, we're going to look for like terms. So which terms are likely? E squared and 3e squared. Not so? So what's e squared plus 3e squared? 4e squared plus 5e. The next one, we need to get rid of the brackets. We multiply this out. Okay? So 2 times f, 2f. 2 times negative 1, negative 2. 4 times 3f, 12f. 4 times 1, 4. F times 7, 7f. F times negative 5, negative 5. So what do we do now? Like terms again. So 2f, 12f, 7f, 5f. And those two like terms. So what is 2f plus 12f? 2f plus 12f, 14f. 14f plus 7f, 21f. 21 minus 5, 16f. So what's 4 minus 2? And minus 2 plus 4? 2. Okay. Or I could have added this first. That would have given me 2f. 2f, and then we do the like terms, we'd still get 16f anyway. Okay. This question here, determine the lowest common multiple, the LCM of A and B. If A is equal to 375 and B is equal to 3 squared times 5 times 7. Have we not done this when we did the primary school from the grade book? We spoke about LCM and HCF and all of those things. Yes. Products of its prime factors when we did the chapter 1 from the grade 8 syllabus as well. We've done that as well. Okay? But I'll refresh your memory again. So A, so you see that B is already written as products of its prime factors. So what I do is I need to write A in products of its prime factors, which is 375. This is also the ladder method, no? So what is the smallest prime number that goes into 375? It's probably 3. Okay, 5. You can see 5 can go in. So 5 goes into 35, 7 times carry 2, so it's 5. Not so. Again, you can see 5 can go into this. So 5 goes into 75 how many times? Goes 5 is 1 carry 2, it's 15. Not so. So 5 can go in again. 5 goes 3 times, and 3 goes 1. So A is going to be 5 times 5 times 5 times 3, so it's 3 times 5 cubed. Okay. Now for the LCM. Walaikum salam, how are you? Alhamdulillah. For the LCM, which is the lowest common multiple, okay, we must consider all bases. So make a note here, saying most of you got it wrong. The LCM, we will consider all bases. We will consider all bases with the highest exponent. We will consider all bases and we will take the highest exponent. Alright? Then you make a note below that. For the HCF, for the highest common factor, for the highest common factor, the base must occur in all of it. The base must occur in all of it, and we take the lowest exponent. You'll see now what I'm talking about, okay? So again, for the lowest common multiple, the base, you will consider all bases, and we take the highest exponent for the lowest common multiple. So you're talking about multiple. For the highest common factor, the base must occur in all of it, and I take the lowest exponent. Okay? So if this question here says determine the lowest common multiple, so what did we say? You must consider all the bases and we take the highest exponent. So what we do is, for the LCM, consider all the bases. So there's a 3, there's a 5, and there's a 7. The highest exponent on 3 is what? 2. The highest exponent on 5 is what? 3. And 7 is 1. And there's your lowest common multiple. If you want, you could have worked it out. It's going to give you 9 times 125 times 7. 9 times 7 is 63. So it's 125 times 63. So that's going to give you a 15, carry 1. That's 6, 7, 3, 7, 5, 0, 30, 3, 12, 15, carry 1, 7, 5, 7, 8. So 7, 8, 7, 5. Okay. Will you guys understand? Again, for the lowest common multiple, you consider all bases and you take the highest exponent. So if the question was the same numbers and then ask you to work out body jumping again around here. If they'd ask you to have worked out the highest common factor, what did we say? So for A, it's 3 times 5 cubed. For B, it is 3 squared times 5 times 7. So the highest common factor, we said the base must occur in all of it, and we take the lowest. Does 3 occur in all of it? Yes. So you'll have 3. Does 5 occur in all of it? Yes. So you have 5. Does 7 occur in all of it? No. So what's the lowest exponent on 3? 1. And 5? 1. So the highest common factor here is then 15. Can you see? So highest common factor and your lowest common multiple. Let's look at this 2, the one you guys have written yesterday. Okay? Just pull this down here. Same scenario here, we just have a different expression. And that's how it's in the exam. Same questions, different numbers. That's what makes math so easy. Can you see? Right. Given the expression 3x to the power 4 plus 5 x to the power 5 over 13 minus 2x squared plus 8x cubed plus 2. The question says write down the constant term in the expression. So what's the constant term here? 2. You don't have to put plus 2, you put plus 2, no problem. However, if there's a negative, the negative must be written down. Okay. 1.2. What is the index of the term with the largest coefficient? So the largest coefficient here is 3. That's 3. That's a 1 over 3. 13, sorry. This is negative 2. That is 8. And that is the constant. So that term has the highest coefficient. So what is that? Nice, so that's okay. So you all agree that 8 is the largest coefficient. Not so? So what is the index of this? Of course, 3. Let's look at the next one. The next one says, what is the degree of this expression? So what's the highest exponent on x here? 5. So it's the 5th degree. 1.4. What is the value of the expression if x is equal to 0? If x is equal to 0, then 3 times 0 to the 4 is 0. Not so. 0 to the 5 is 0. Divided by 13 is 0. Negative 2 times 0 squared is 0. 8 times 0 cubed is 0. So what you're left with? 2. The expression value is in 2. Next question. Write the expression above in ascending powers of x. What does ascending mean? Smallest to biggest. So where do I start? With 2. There's no x there, so it's 2. Next. Negative 2x squared. Not so. There. 8x cubed. Then 3x4. Then plus x5 over 30. What if they'd ask you what is the coefficient of this term? 1 over 30. Not so. What is the coefficient of that term? Negative 2. No? Remember that the sign is part of it. So that's that. Let's carry on with our lives. Here the question says simplify. You got the square root of 16. So a number times a number is 16. What's the number? 4. So it's going to be 4 plus the cube root of 8. A number times a number times a number is 8. What's the number? 2. What's 4 plus 2? 6. Next. A number times a number times a number is 2 and 6. 6. 6 cube is 2 and 6. So it's 6. 5 squared. 25. That's 5 times 5. 6 plus 25? 31. It says write the algebraic expression for the following. An algebraic expression for the following. The sum of x and 6. X plus 6, that was easy, no? Everybody got that right. The difference between 7 and y? 7 minus y. The quotient of z and x and 10? Z divided by 10. No? The square root of b, not b squared, that is the square root. This is b squared. No? This is the square root. C raised to the power 4, the exponent 4? C4. Multiply the difference of, so you must first take a difference. D and 7. So you multiplied by 3, then increase by e. Okay? Any confusion there? I see most of you got this right. Did we do this question before? No? So, many of you got that right, surprisingly, but you can't get that stuff right. Number 4. How many terms are there in each expression? How many terms are there in the first expression? What separates terms? Plus and minus sign. So it's 1, 2, 3. 3 terms. Again, what separates terms? Plus and minus signs. So it's 1, 2, 3 terms. The next one, again, plus and minus sign separates terms. So it's 1, 2 terms. Next question, question 5. Question 5, we explicitly told that using products of its prime factors, you must work out the cube root of 2744. Products of its prime factors. So 2744, you first use the ladder method to work out the factors. You can use decomposition method as well. Whichever method you feel comfortable with. I'm going with this one here. So 2 goes into this. 1, 3 carry 1, so it's 7, 2. 2 goes 6, carry 1. That's going to be 6 is 8, carry 1, 6. Is that correct? 2 goes, 3, 4, 3. 3 goes? No, 3 don't go. 7 goes. 7 goes how many times? 49. 7 goes? 7. 7 goes? So, the cube root of 2744 can be written as 2. There's 3 2's. times 3 sevenths. Not so? So this here can be written as 2, 3 over 3 times 7, 3 over 3. So it's 2, 1, 3 over 3 is 1 times 7, 3 over 3 is 1. Give you an answer. Okay. Sorry? Well done to you. Okay. But not in your test. So it doesn't count. Now whose fault is that? Your fault and not my fault. Right. Any questions with regards to these questions to the class test? No, you're writing one tomorrow, no? Don't forget. Then we went on to not congruency and similarity, this we do in grade 9. Where did we stop? See, Mr. Carruthers did that right. This 11K. No, Mr. Carruthers did with you guys. Did he do all of it? Right. And 11N? Yes. Okay, nice. So at this point we were busy with, let me just get the textbook. Drive, Google Drive. You guys grade 8. So we looked at raising a power to a higher power, no? Then we did exercise 3, number 1, correct? Right. Now we're going to look at removing brackets, okay? Removing brackets, and this is on page 232. Removing brackets, page 32. Okay, now we have dealt with removing the brackets already, not so? We've dealt with this when we did introduction to algebra. Okay. Now in chapter 2 we are told, that's introduction to algebra, we have already seen that 2a plus b plus c can be written as what? You multiply this in like that, okay, which is going to be 2a plus 2b plus 2 times is 2c. And 2a plus 2b plus 2c is going to be 6abc, correct? Why not? Well done. It's unlike terms. You all agree with that? Alright. Now we can do. You write the sum down. And I want you guys to work that sum out for me quickly. You got 2x squared into 3x cubed plus 5x plus 1. Alright, so what's the answer here? So you got 2x squared times 3x cubed. 2 times 3 is 6x to the power of 5. You all agree with that? Carry on. Plus 7x to the power 3. You all agree with that? Right? Who got that answer? That's not right. That's 2 times 5? 10. I get 7. You say 2 plus 5. No? Which is incorrect. Remember, bracket stands for multiplication. So it's going to be 2x squared multiplied by 7x. So it's going to be 10x cubed. Then it's 2x squared times 1. 2x squared. You all agree with that? Who got that sum right? Ilham, what did you have? Yes. You then took a day off yesterday, so why are you so slow today? Well, because you took off a day yesterday. Okay, here's the next one. I want you guys to answer the sum quickly. Hi there. Don't you guys get it?
Drop these with you, or if you'd rather we sit together and...
Let me have a look at this one.
Okay.
Grade 10. 9.
9. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, you guys finish? Alright. So let's look at the first one. Again, we're going to multiply this out to get rid of the brackets. Those of you who weren't here yesterday, please be reminded we're right below. Okay, we skip a line between sums as well and doing example. Did you see the note I put there in here? Right. So what's 5a times a? 5a squared plus 5a times b, 5ab plus 5a times c, 5a. Who got that right? Right. What did you get, Mika? Plus 6. But you remember this bracket stand for multiplication. Okay? So you said 5 plus a. But 5 plus b. But 5 plus b is not 6b. But even if there's an imaginary one, they are unlike terms. Not so? Right. So Mika, what is 2x cubed times x squared? Right, that's correct. 2x to the power 5. Now 2x cubed times xy. 2 to the power 4y. Remember, this is what it should look like. 2x cubed times xy. Can you see that? Which is 2 times 1 is 2x cubed times x is x4, 1. And then we have 2x cubed times 3. What is 2x cubed times 3? Give a chance. What? 6x cubed. Who got that one right? Okay. Right, who's next? We do use order already? Isra? Right, you got the chance? Do it, I'm waiting for you. Yes? Right, what's the answer? 6y to the power 3 is correct. Nice. Who got that right? Okay. Right, Zara? Sorry? Right, we wait for you now. Okay? So we're going to first say 3a times a, 3a times b, 3a times 2. 4a times 2, 8, 4a times b, 4a times 3. Yes? Yes, 3a squared is correct. Plus 3ab is correct. Nice. Yes? Yes? Right, now what? Like terms. Carry on. Those two are like terms, those two are like. And A, 6A with 12A. So what is 3A squared plus 8A squared? A squared, yes, correct? Nice, yes? Plus 18. Who got that sum right? Okay. Any confusion here? No confusion? Right, Mika, you next? Not Mika? Okay. Onika? When you're ready, let me know. Okay, go for it. So you're going to multiply 4a squared b by 2a. 4a squared b by b, 3ab by 4a squared, and then ba. 3ab times ba. Carry on. 8. A. Yes. 4a squared b squared, yes. Yes. Add the like terms, yes. So it's going to be 8a cubed b plus 12a cubed b, 4a squared b squared, 3a squared b squared. 20a cubed b, yes. You all agree with that? You got the sum right? That's wrong? Cube. 2, yes. Not 4. But you put up your hand. I see some of you are just putting up your hand so that I don't ask you. So you look around, right? Most of the people put their mind must also go up. No? People, when you're adding and subtracting, the variables say that the same. Alright, for homework I want you guys to look at exercise 3, number 2. Exercise 3, number 2. Yes, you already did number 1. So it's number 2 we're going to look at on page 33. Okay. Now we're looking at division of polynomials by a monomial. That's your next heading there. The bell will probably ring soon. It's your next subheading, okay. Take that note down so long. Okay, when you're done writing what is on the board, you may leave. We'll start with this section tomorrow, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class.